Hey, Randy, I'm outside the funeral home. What's going on? Right when I get in there, I get a bucket of water dumped on me, seriously? And then get kicked out. What the hell is going on here? Sam, why'd you even come here? You're not welcome. I made sure the staff not let you in no matter what. Your only option is to leave, so goodbye. What are you saying, Randy? This is our father's funeral we're talking about, for God's sake. Do I really have to explain it to you in black and white? I don't want you coming to Dad's funeral because it's embarrassing to have a high school dropout of a little brother come here. You're a total disgrace. I don't give a crap if you're my younger brother or not. Am I getting my point across to you, little brother? Are you still harping on about academic achievement? Dad hated that kind of viewpoint. I don't care what Dad thought. The fact is, you're a hindrance to society. No education, no skill, no finesse. A lot of people, prestigious people, that knew and respected Dad are coming here today to pay their respects. He was the CEO of a major company. There are many people that are going to pay tribute to him. You really expect both his sons to be there to greet the well-wishers, and one of them is a high school dropout. I could not bear the indignity. A good percentage of those well-wishers know the reason I dropped out of school. It's no use, Sam. You're not getting in here as long as I say so. Give up, man. See you around, Sam.
Hey, Sam. You okay?
Emily, is that you?
I was waiting in the lobby area for you when I heard that Randy chased you away.
So you're already inside?
Yeah, the traffic was pretty light, so I got here sooner than I expected. Did he really dump water on you?
Yeah, I'm still soaked, actually. A bunch of his co-workers, or should I say lackeys, threw me out after that. Those lackeys are guarding the main entrance as well as the side entrances, preventing me from even getting close to the place. How's Randy? What's he up to?
The funeral directory called him over, and he's busy running around doing chores. Seems kind of busy at the moment.
I see. Thanks. Well, I'm soaking wet. I can't do much in this condition, I guess. I better give it up and go home, at least for now.
Can I ask you something, Sam? Why is your brother like that? I mean, treating his younger brother with such disdain.
Yeah, well, my brother judges people by their academic background.
So this has to do with you dropping out of high school?
He's a college graduate, so he can't bear the thought of a family member being a high school dropout. He just finds it unacceptable.
But how could he? The circumstances at the time was unavoidable. Doesn't he understand that? The CEO, your father, was overjoyed that you made that decision. It was a difficult decision for you. And Randy, he was there. He witnessed the whole thing, and he treats you like this? It just seems so heartless. He doesn't understand a thing. He could at least let you into your own father's funeral.
Don't worry about it. Emily, I'm sure Dad's looking down on me from up there. He knows what's going on. I'll be there for the big public event later in the day. I'll sneak into that somehow, put on a disguise or something, and pay my respects. No worries. Now or later today, it makes no difference.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Better not make any waves now, and ruin your father's funeral.
I should go home and change at least. I'll be back later.
Alright, just be careful, okay?
Hey, Randy, I just got to the office. Where the hell is my desk? I asked the other staff members and they tell me you came in early this morning with your guys and moved everything. What's going on? Didn't even expect you to be here. I thought I would start today. I just took a few days off when Dad passed, you know this. So where the hell is my desk? Do I have to spell everything out for you, Sam? Please. You're fired, Sam. That's what it means. Pardon me? Do you even realize that you're the only person in this office that's a high school dropout? You only graduated from junior high, bro. You really think people are going to listen to you? Dad was too easy on you, always spoiling you. But you begged him to let you in the company, and he relented. You didn't get into this company on your own merits. It was given to you on a silver platter. We can't use people like you. One thing's for sure, the next CEO of this company, which would be me, isn't some pushover. We don't need a worthless dropout in our company. We're better than that. There's no guarantee that you will be the next CEO. It hasn't been announced yet. There needs to be a board meeting as well as an investors meeting. The results of those meetings will determine the next CEO. That's where you're wrong, Sammy. I don't care what the investors or board members say. It will be a college graduate like myself that will be slated to become the next CEO after my father. There's no denying it, sir. I'm sorry, Sam. You're fired. Should I repeat it so that there is no misunderstanding, Sam? I'm the next CEO, and the high school dropout is out of a job. I can see the headline now. College graduate son takes over as CEO, and worthless dropout brother sacked. You keep repeating that ad nauseum. I heard you the first time. All right then. So what are you going to do about it? If that's how you want it, okay. I'm out. Actually, you had no other choice. No, actually, I did have a choice. I already submitted my resignation 2 months ago. What are you talking about? I was going to take that break after Dad died and just not come back. I was not even going to come in today. But with all the chaos after Dad passed, I didn't have time to come and clear out my desk. So I dropped in today to do that, but then you beat me to it. Saved me the trouble, thanks, Randy. So that means I'll be gone from this company without any prodding from you. Are you for real? You mean I didn't have to go through all that trouble? Too bad, though. I actually wanted to get you fired, so you couldn't get any of the benefits. Does that mean you get a hefty retirement package? I thought I'd get rid of a high school dropout and see you left with nothing. That would have been fun to see. Oh well. Yeah, what a shame. Anyway, I'm resigning because I already have another job lined up. Pardon me? Thanks for cleaning out my desk and all, Randy. I'll just say goodbye to everyone and be on my way. I can't imagine what kind of company would want a guy like you working for them. That must be a real disreputable operation. Oh, but come think of it, it might be kind of fun to watch you squirm even more. Yo, Emily, what's up? Did you hear? Little Sammy up and quit. Can you believe it? He said he already found a new job, but it's some fly-by-night operation, some dodgy company. So Emily, more of a reason to drop that boring dude and start dating the next CEO.
Oh, hello, Randy. Yes, I did hear he landed a new job, but what I heard was that he was recruited. You know, so-called headhunting.
Come, Emily, give me a break. Headhunting refers to recruiting top talent. It does not refer to people like Sam. He's just a...
Yes, I know, a high school dropout. I'm surprised you don't know anything about your younger brother.
What are you trying to say?
This was before I joined the company, but I was told by some of the long-time staff members. About 10 years ago, The company was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Huh? The company was on the verge of bankruptcy. You're talking about our company, right?
Yes, it was a tough time for your father. He was adamant about allowing Sam to go to that private high school and college, and had set aside the tuition. This was about the time that you had just graduated from college, and already landed an executive position at the company. Apparently, you got it into your head that the money was actually set aside to celebrate your graduation and company status. You spent that money for an extravagant party with your friends and blew the whole thing in one night.
Oh, this is the first I'm hearing this BS.
I was told that the entrance fee for that high school was approximately $2,000, but at the time, the company was in dire circumstances. Your father wasn't able to scrape together the amount in time, and Sam was prevented from entering the school. That's why Sam decided to forego high school and college and work at your father's company.
You're kidding me.
But when Sam joined the company and really put his efforts into reviving it, things started to look up. He came up with some brilliant ideas and earned the trust of his clients. After his tireless efforts, the company experienced a V-shaped recovery in just 3 years and made the company profitable again.
Why haven't I heard about this?
Maybe you just didn't want to hear it. Everyone in the company knew except you. All you were interested in was status. You never stopped to think about Sam and what he did for the company. All you were concerned about was his failure to graduate from high school. That's all you were fixated on. To think such a narrow-minded person would take over the company. That's what troubles me. To be honest, I don't think you'll ever be the CEO.
Come on, Emily, don't be like that.
I don't want to be associated with you any longer. Goodbye.
Hey Sam, pick up if you're there. Where did you put those documents for Ace Industries and King Corporation? They're not in the files. Pardon me? Those documents include signed contracts for those big projects. I lose them and we're finished. I need them ASAP. Normally, you would put these kind of documents into the company safe. I hope you didn't just have them sitting on your desk. If they went missing today, I have no idea where they are. What? But you handled those projects too, right? Yeah, but I had the marketing department take over all business dealings 3 days ago. I have nothing to do with those companies anymore. I also didn't have the authorization to access the safe anymore. I suggest you contact the people in charge now and verify the situation with them. That file folder wasn't... I'm not sure what you're saying, Randy. Hold on a second. Don't tell me that when you had my desk cleared out, you also dumped everything in the safe. I hope that's not what you're suggesting. Wait, back up. Was the AP Corp files in there too? AP, what are you talking about? And I last checked, AP Corp sent over some high priority documents. Are you serious? Those are in the safe? Please don't tell me you threw them out. If I were you, I'd go to each of the departments handling those accounts and apologize to them. And get those files back to them ASAP. Yeah, but I was, Come on, Randy, snap out of it. No time to be texting me. I put the files, the documents through the shredder. The shredder? Seriously? Randy? You mean to tell me that it's all confetti now? I was only trying to, What the hell is wrong with you? This is serious, man. I'm going to contact the office right away. No, wait, don't do that. They really gave me a dressing down after you blabbed about this whole thing. Can I ask you something, Randy? Were you trying to put the blame on me by getting rid of those documents? But I thought all those clients were under your supervision. What the hell is wrong with you? I can understand you wanting to give me a hard time, but why would you jeopardize the company and put our clients at risk? Or is it your intention to totally bankrupt our father's company? A company he spent his whole life building. Of course not, why would I even think that? I'm going to be the next CEO of this company, why would I do that? That's suicide. That means you're either real dumb, or you're soft in the head. What the hell are you talking about? How could a college graduate next in line to be CEO be dumb? Hey, Randy, didn't the office ask you to stay at home until they figure out what they were going to do with you? Why do you even know about that? I didn't. You just verified it. Darn it, if this fooled the wrong way, my chance of becoming CEO... Hey, Emily, how are you? Look, can I ask a favour? I really need your help. This is about the unfortunate incident where I mistakenly shredded those files. I'm sure you heard about that. Could you tell them that it was you? I mean, you did it without realising they were important files, and I was covering for you taking the blame. What do you say? You do that for me, and I'll be sure to make you the wife of the next CEO, I promise.
Sorry, but I already resigned from the company.
Huh? Seriously?
I applied for the same company as Sam, and I got a letter from them accepting my application, so... I resigned from the company on the same day as Sam.
What, am I hearing you right? You and Sam both resigned at the same time?
Yes. We went to all the departments to say goodbye to everyone today. Everyone was very understanding. We stopped by your department, but you were nowhere in sight. Were you taking a cigarette break or something? Do people even smoke now?
Did you really resign?
Yes. It was nice working with you these few years. Goodbye.
No, this is not happening. Why does Sam get all the breaks? I'm the college graduate here, what the hell? After my father passed, the board decided that the current vice president take over as CEO. He has been my father's right-hand man since the company's establishment. He also has a strong bond with all the clients. He was the one that handled the mess that Randy got us into. And thankfully, the entire episode ended with minimal damage. This episode with Randy prompted a corporate investigation, which ultimately revealed the substandard business methods of his department. He was ultimately asked to resign, and on top of that, legal proceedings were instituted against him for the damage he caused. He was not much of a saver, it turns out, so that really hit him hard and left him stone broke. My mum wanted nothing more to do with him. Last I heard, he was living in another city, trying to make ends meet. But, knowing Randy, he got himself in trouble again. This time he was accused of stalking some woman. Apparently, he later borrowed money from some disreputable loan outfit. I'm not sure what happened to him after that.
Good evening, Stacy. Thanks for letting me visit today. Don't mind if I text you already. Good evening, Aline. Thanks for coming today. It was our pleasure. I'm going to be marrying your brother, preferably next month, since, as you know, I'm pregnant with his baby. After that, the two of us are going to be sisters-in-law. Yep, I look forward to it. By the way, you're in your 3rd year of high school and are going to university next year, right, Stacy? Yes. Are you going to be moving out once you graduate high school? I have no plans of moving out as of yet. Why not? Because I'm going to be entering a university that I can go to from home. But it's no use talking about that now. I haven't even taken the entrance examination yet, so who knows what will happen. Well, I guess that's true. Tell me when it's decided, okay? I'll probably be moving in with you starting next month. Oh, is that so? Well, I hope we can get along with each other when that happens. Hi, Stacy. Care to explain what's the meaning of this? What? My wedding ring was found in your room. I was looking for it these past few days since I thought I lost it, but to think that you stole it? Hold on, I did no such thing. But I found it in your room, under your desk as if you were trying to hide it. I probably would have never found it if I didn't happen to decide to clean your room. I've told your brother and your parents about this. Everyone was furious. It seems that you were going to be staying here and go to university from home, but I told everyone that I'm scared of living with a thief when my baby is about to be born, and they all agreed to make you leave the house. But you didn't even listen to what I had to say. This is too unfair. But there was concrete proof that you had stolen it in the form of my ring hidden in your desk. I did no such thing, I promise you. No matter. Just hurry up and come home. Your high school graduation ceremony should be done by now, so hurry up and pack your stuff because you're going to be leaving. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Hi, Stacy. I'll be kind and ask, but are you unsure of what to do from now? No. I told my boyfriend what happened, and he believed me when I told him I didn't do anything. I'm going to be living with him in his apartment for now. Oh? Well, look at you. I didn't know that you had a boyfriend. Yes, we've been going out since the second year of high school. I'm extremely grateful since I'm going to have to pay for my living expenses and university tuition on my own from now on. You brought this upon yourself. You went and fooled even your boyfriend. You're so young, but already so devious. I didn't do anything, but don't worry, I have no intention of returning home. Is that so? But let me ask you one question. Why did you hide your ring in my desk? Well, I guess if you don't have any intention of returning, then... You see, I want to have a share in your family's property. Our property? Like I was saying, I wanted your property, so I seduced your brother Charles and made him drunk, bringing him into a love hotel. As you can see, my plan of getting pregnant with his child so he had to marry me was a huge success. Your brother is such an idiot. Seriously? And if I chase you out of the family, then my portion of the inheritance after your parents die will be larger, since you'd no longer be there to compete with me. Which is why I came up with the idea of making it seem like you stole my ring. But it's also no use telling your parents about it now. Now that I've had a baby, they can't possibly make me leave anymore as the wife of the eldest son. Not only that, but you're a thief in their minds. Besides, sisters-in-law are such a bother. It makes me laugh no matter how many times I replay it in my mind. Your mother shouting, "Leave the house," and your dad also saying, "Don't come back, thief." Your brother's reaction was splendid as well. I cried to him saying that you had scolded me, and he got furious at you and said, "You have no right of talking to my wife like that. You're just a child and a thief at that." You're awful, Aline, but I don't need a family that listens to nothing their daughter says either. I'm cutting ties with this family. Oh, I'm glad then. I mean, of course they believed me over you. I'm the one who gave birth to your parents' first grandchild. And as the eldest son's wife, I'm also going to inherit your family's property. No one's going to believe a stupid child saying that she did nothing even though she has no proof. I wanted to tell you those exact same words myself. What? Once I enter university, I plan on entering the film club. I bought a camera using the money I saved up in high school doing part-time jobs. What? There was one day where I accidentally left the camera recording in my room. You were caught clean on camera hiding your ring in my desk. What? I have no intention of returning home, so I'm not even going to bother showing it to my family, but just remember that I have definitive proof of what you did in my hands. Hold on. I also have our conversation by text as proof as well. Thanks for being cocky and telling me everything. Stop it! Don't forget that I can expose what you did whenever I want. No way! Hey, Stacy! Stacy! Just what do you think you're doing? Oh, Aline, long time no see. Stop acting all calm. You know why I contacted you, right? Oh, I guess. You're talking about the movie that's currently in cinemas, The Empty Family and Me, right? Yes, but what happens in the later half of the movie is different, but the scene where the family kicks their daughter out of the house for a crime she didn't do, it caused a commotion in your family because it's what happened to you, no matter how you look at it. And doing some research, we found out that the novel that the movie was based on was written by your husband. Yes, so you went out of your way and told your husband about it? So you could have it published as a novel and even made into a movie? Don't you think that that's a little too evil? I told you a few days after I was kicked out of the house 10 years ago that I would be temporarily staying with my boyfriend at his apartment, right? My boyfriend at that time became my husband. Huh? I'm going to tell you this so you don't have any misunderstandings. My husband hasn't said that that novel was nonfiction, but neither did he say it was fiction. The novel that my husband wrote was a huge success and was made into a movie. That's all the truth to it. Whether you interpret it as what actually happened 10 years ago is completely up to you. Your family finally noticed. I was divorced because of it. Is that so? What's with that reaction? Because of you! It seems that my brother contacted my husband soon after the movie was released. What? My brother and my husband knew each other from before I was kicked out of the house and had each other's contact information. It even seems that my brother found out we married from a mutual acquaintance. Apparently my brother, after calming down, took his time to think about the incident more logically. But since all my parents could think about was their grandchild, he couldn't talk to them about it since they would always side with you. He spent the next 10 years unsure as to what really happened. But over time, my parents also started thinking a bit more logically. That movie was the final push they needed to be sure of my innocence. My brother had a lot of questions for my husband, so they met. And my husband told my brother everything that I had told him about the incident. Huh? He also showed him the camera evidence and screenshots of the conversation we had on text a few days later after I was kicked out. I had given them to my husband because he said that he wanted to use it as inspiration for his novel. No way! My husband, the author of that novel, he didn't tell me anything about it since I had already given up being reunited with my family. But I guess he just wanted to prove that I was innocent of the crime I was accused of 10 years ago and wanted to tell the world about it in one form or another. At least that's what I think. Are you being serious? Do you know what I had to go through because of that? The baby you gave birth to as part of your plan in making my brother marry you wasn't actually my brother's child, right? It seems that my brother told my husband about that as well. As he grew older, it became more apparent that the child's face and body features didn't look like those of anyone in the family. My brother, after watching the movie and hearing what my husband had to say, decided to test every possibility. So he had him and his son do a DNA test. It came out saying that his son wasn't related to him by blood.
Why'd he have to tell your husband about that?
Perhaps it's his way of making up for his sins. I also heard about the fight over who would take custody of the child. My brother's trying to take custody, saying that even if they weren't related by blood, he was still his son who he had raised the past 10 years. The child himself is closer to my brother and parents than he is to you. This, combined with other factors like finance and home environment, allowed my brother to successfully take custody. That's what happened, right?
It wasn't supposed to go this way. To think that the forced marriage I had succeeded in making happen would fail 10 years later.
I could have made it fail at any point by giving my family the evidence, you know. I just couldn't be bothered to do it. I knew your parents cut ties with you, so I didn't do anything since it might harm your child, who was innocent.
What?
Fast forward 10 years, and it seems like there's no need to worry about that anymore. I'm so glad, but
didn't you consider what might happen to me?
What?
If I'm kicked out of this house, then I'll have nowhere to go. Did you have that in consideration when you let your husband publish his novel?
Did I have to have that in consideration?
What?
You're an adult, right? There's no need for me, a stranger, to have your well-being in consideration. You're not a child who can't live without the help of adults.
What?
Well then, I guess that's all I have to say.
Hold on, Stacy.
No matter what you say to me, there's nothing I can do for you. Not that I would, even if I could, though.
Stacy! We were sisters-in-law, even if it was just a few months. Surely you must have some compassion left for me.
There's no way I would have any compassion for someone like you. Goodbye. A few days later, I got a letter from my family apologizing for what they did, thanks to my husband's words saying that you should at least accept the apology as a way to put an end to this business. The stubborn feelings I had towards my family lightened just a bit, so I promised to exchange New Year's letters with them, even though I have no intention yet of coming home. My ex-sister-in-law Aline, on the other hand, it seems that thanks to the kindness of my brother, she was excused of having to pay child support in exchange for her division of property following the divorce, and the alimony she had to pay for cheating on my brother was basically nothing. But since she had no relatives to rely on and had been spending the past 10 years as a housewife in my parents' wealthy home, she was in huge trouble after my brother divorced her and she was kicked out of their home. She had to find a job as soon as possible, so apparently she just took on a random job that paid well, but it seemed the work environment she put herself in was quite harsh. Now she's forced to work every day on the verge of having a mental breakdown.